Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, this is another segment of Angels on the Ark by Michael Fazio. But as opposed to all the other videos, we are not going to skip around. This is the only picture that you are going to see, the only pictograph you are going to see, and the only pictograph I am going to describe, because we are going to do the first 17 verses of Genesis, like it or not. The book of Genesis, according to theologians, in the year 1990, approximately 40 theologians got together at the New York Public Library, and I listened to their dissertation on one afternoon and found that they could not come to a conclusion as to what the first 7 verses of the book of Genesis meant. They spent 3 weeks studying the book of Genesis, the first 7 verses. 40 of them couldn't agree on a single item. However, while they were doing this on the radio, I interpolated the first 7 verses of the book of Genesis in approximately 21 minutes. Before I go to the book of Genesis, I am going to explain to you that what you see here, there's the eye of God. It is not the eye of Horus. It is not the eye of Horus. It has been hijacked into making you believe it is the eye of Horus. However, the Lord God allowed this to happen because this is an angel of the Lord God, and this is a representation of the book of Genesis. This is a radiant or radiance of light coming from heaven. This is a glory. This is the eye of God. It's the eye of providence. It can represent the eye of Horus because the Lord God allows it to do both. But in the end, even though my interpolation of the Bible and the books in the Bible and the pictographs on the $1 bill are diametrically opposed to all of the sayings of the Illuminati and the supposed secret Kabbalistic entities within the Zionist Jew factions, this is the eye of the real, one true God of the universe. The pyramid does not represent evil. It has also been hijacked. The pyramid, it is my personal belief that the pyramid was the Lord God's first symbolic creation that we understand to be the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant. This was the original Ark of the Covenant between the Lord God and His people, who were the people that the Lord God chose above the wandering Hebrews, and before He gave the wandering Hebrews His chariot known as the Ark of the Covenant. The pyramid was what I believe to be the Lord God's original, gift to a different sect or segment of humanity 7,000 years ago, or thereabouts. Could be 6,400, could be 4,600. Isn't it amazing that the United States Mafia, the evil Roman Catholic Church / Vatican, and all of Christianity lost the records to when the Great Pyramid was built? Isn't it amazing that the wandering Jews wandered through the damn desert for 40 years, and not once in the entire Bible did they walk past the Great Pyramid? Isn't it amazing that the Catholic Church has figured out a way to leave the Great Pyramid out of the Bible and out of history? Do you think that that is a coincidence, folks? That isn't a coincidence. They are intentionally obfuscating the truth. They are intentionally lying to the world and the American public, because the sissies in the dresses that walk around the Vatican and protect the pedophiles of the world can't go out and get real jobs pushing a wheelbarrow full of concrete, because that would mean they'd have to work for a living. So instead of working for a living, the sissies in the Vatican and the Pope himself protecting the pedophiles have to spend all their time protecting pedophiles and criminals and removing the truths from the history books so that you will give them your hard-earned money so that they can walk around in robes and do nothing but eat grapes and steak all day. That's the end of my dissertation on the evils of Catholicism. In the book of Genesis, it is also depicted that there is a landmass, and here is the landmass at the base of the Great Pyramid. Also, that is depicted that the Lord God made the waters, and there's four bodies represented by these four dots are the waters, and this is the horizon line. If you look carefully at the $1 bill, aka the God Pod, you will see 6 lines on this side and 4 and 5 lines on this side that create an horizon line, and the horizon line separates the heavens with the dew, the rain, and the mist in the heavens, and the bodies of water. This is a horizon line of the water. It's a horizon line. This is the landmass, and this is the deep. And to prove all of this to you, in the beginning God created heaven and earth, okay? Or heavens and earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Well, this is the face of the waters. Right here. This is the water. This is the face. The Spirit of the Lord God is the radiance coming from the eye of God, or the eye of providence. His radiance moves upon the face of the waters. The radiance reflects off the top of the waters. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of the God moved upon the face of the waters. And the Lord God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, aka the eye of providence, radiating light from heaven itself through the portal, which is the small pyramid, triangle type figure at the apex of the Great Pyramid. And God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. Okay, a little bit complicated, but nothing that you won't be able to handle relatively easily. The light He called day. This is the light. He called this day because the light is the day. And the darkness He called night. Okay. Night would be underneath the banner, because the banner is blocking the light. The banner is blocking the light. And without the Lord's light, which typically is removed from the sky during the course of the day, it would be night. So there you have the light and the darkness represented as day and night, but there is a depiction of darkness upon the deep, or the night, which is blocked by the banner. The light of the Lord is blocked by the banner and causes night. And God called the light day, and the darkness He called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." This is pretty simple. This whole pyramid is the firmament that the Lord placed as a divider, that divided the waters over here, the waters from the waters. This is the firmament, the pyramid. God created the pyramid. It is the firmament that the Lord speaks about in Genesis as the firmament that divides the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters from the waters that were under the firmament from the waters that which were above the firmament, and it was so. So he separated another set of waters. And the second set of waters that he separated from under the firmament to above the firmament were, this is the deep. This is a body of water, the deep. He separated this water from the waters that were above the firmament, the waters in the sky, the mist, the dew, the rain. This is a different type of waters. The waters below, or the deep, he separated from the firmament and the waters in the sky. He separated the waters. And God called the firmament heaven.